All right, here we go. Ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. What did I tell you guys earlier all throughout the week for football games? What did I tell you? I said Las Vegas and I said Las Vegas and shit. Las Vegas and Vegas, and I said that game would go over. Guess what? I think it is still in the first half, 14-14. So what is that? 28. So that's almost 30. I told you that game is definitely going over. Ron, how did you know that? Look, guys, I don't have time to. I tell you once, right? And it's up to you. It's up to you to listen or not. Throughout the season, I'm gonna give you hell of a picks, right? I'm gonna give you hell of a picks. It's up to you to jump on it. If you don't take it, that's on you. But when your old lady's getting ready to put you out of the house, you're broke, you're tossing and turning all night in bed because you didn't listen to me, don't come crying to me because I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. I told you guys, I made sure I said this every day. Every day I made sure I said, guys, make sure you take the Raiders and the Cardinals. Those games are going to go over. Just make sure you take them. I did, didn't I? I did. I did. Now, some of you guys didn't want to do it. Maybe you thought that I didn't know what I was talking about. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. But this time I knew I was talking about. I knew that Arizona and the Raiders was going to go over. Those two teams were prone to go over because they both, number one, they both have losing records. Number two, they both have new quarterbacks. Number two, they both have new coaches. One coach may be what, 1 year? Or like Arizona, or let's say, well, no, Arizona, both of them, they've got new quarterbacks. I mean, these guys, all of them they're brand new, brand new, all of them, coaches. So they're going to be trying everything. They're going to be trying every single thing that they can, right? Because they're new, and they're going to score as many points as they can. Not because they're trying to run the points up on the next team. They just need to see what they have. That's all. They just need to see what they have. That's all. And guess what? What do we have? We've got it. We've got it. A shootout. Well, I don't know if it's a shootout, but these guys are playing with everything that they have. And because we knew it, right? Hold on for 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna get these things straight here. But like I told you guys, when I saw the game, I told you the Lions game I didn't know and didn't care because both of those two teams, they already knew what they have, right? They already knew what they've got, right? So it's whatever it is, and they're gonna go with that. They may score over, they may not. And that's all I was telling you guys. They may go under, they may not. They may go under, they may go over, they may win, they may lose. Nobody really cares because these guys. But one thing that I saw with the Lions in Cincinnati that was very, very disturbing. What's his name? Got sacked twice. The Cincinnati quarterback. He got sacked twice. Have we not learned, Cincinnati? Have we not learned? Have you noticed? I don't even think Goff even played. I don't even think Goff put his shoe on in the game. Goff is not even suiting up. Goff's not playing. So why in the hell will you have your guy in Cincinnati, your top quarterback, your best quarterback since Anderson? Why do you have Anderson playing? I mean, not Anderson, but why do you have, forget his name, why do you have the superstar from Cincinnati who, I forget his name, but guess what? He's a superstar of Cincinnati. He makes Cincinnati go. So, regardless of what his name is, why do you have him starting? Why do you even have him playing? Let me go in here and just look at some of the. I'm going to go in the first quarter. We're going to first quarter and let's look. Let us. So the Lions got an interception because I saw that first play, and what? Yeah, see the Lions didn't even. The Lions didn't even start Goff because there's no need to start Goff. There's no need. It's no need to start Goff. There's no need to start Goff. How many times do I have to say that? You Cincinnati fans, I'm preaching to the choir. You know it. You probably going, what? Because, I mean, you guys dodged the bullet. You shouldn't have been playing, right? He shouldn't have been playing. I don't, where is he at? Come on, man. This is passing. Dak Prescott. Who cares? CJ Stroud. He's gay. I didn't mean to say it like that. Let's see. Who are we looking for? Bo Nix, tough guy. Bo Nix just sounds like a tough guy's name, right? Baker Mayfield could pretty much hurt your feelings at any given time. Guys, I don't know why Tampa won't pay him because they need to, right? Come on. Give me Cincinnati quarterbacks. Guys, you know Cincinnati's quarterback name. Just type it in the box for my sorry ass. I don't remember the guy's name. Let's see. Hold on. What the hell? I don't deserve to get a like this week. I mean today. Because I can't find Fuckface's name. What is his name? Damn best quarterback in the league. What is his name? Oh, come on, man. We'll just do it like this. Cincinnati Bengals quarterback. Sorry. Joe Burrow. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Well, whatever. Joe Burrow should not have even started. Why did Joe Burrow start for Cincinnati? Why did he start? Why was he allowed to be sacked twice? Why? Somebody knows the answer that's out there. Somebody from Cincinnati land knows the answer. Why was Joe Burrow sacked twice? Joe Burrow shouldn't have been sacked 0 times. He shouldn't have been sacked at all. You know why? Because he shouldn't have been in the game. Right? But you have him in the game. You've got him in the game. He gets sacked. It's your own fucking fault. If he gets hurt, it's really your own fault because this has happened once before to you guys in Cincinnati. Management, coaching, you should know Joe Burrow can get hurt easy. So if Joe Burrow's going to get hurt, he's going to get hurt in a regular season meaningful game, not in the first fucking game of a preseason. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why you got Joe Burrow out there in the first quarter getting sacked twice. You just want to win? You want to show the Lions you're better than the Lions? All right. If you just want to do that, why don't you wait until the regular season and do it? But the preseason doesn't freaking matter. Doesn't matter. What did I tell you guys for gambling on NFL preseason football. I couldn't really make a promise on any other game. I couldn't, right? But I told you guys I could make a promise that Arizona and Las Vegas would go over. Hey guys, this is kind of funny because I can remember like 1980, 1982, 1983. I just say 1980. And this would have been the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Oakland Raiders. And then if we moved it up to 84, it might have been the Arizona, was it the Phoenix Cardinals? I don't think they moved there to the late 80s, right? Was it ever the Arizona Cardinals or the Phoenix Cardinals and the LA Raiders? I don't think so, right? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think they moved to Arizona till like 89 or some shit like that. But back in the day, man, the Cardinals was in St. Louis. Oh, holy shit. No, okay. The Rams went to St. Louis. Yeah. But the Cardinals was in St. Louis too, originally. And then the Cardinals just said fuck it and went to Arizona, which was a good move, I think. For somehow or another, St. Louis cannot hold anything. They can't hold football. They can definitely hold the baseball Cardinals. That's a pastime. But come on, man, get them people something else. They got the Blues, right? You got the Cardinals and the Blues. You don't have any basketball. You don't have any football. You need football, man. You couldn't hold football because you had a shitty stadium, the TWA stadium that's still up there, and I thought that was a rather new stadium. What, built in 1999, was it? And now it's up and it's an old piece of shit now. And the Rams took off. But look, the Rams left. You should have never entertained the Rams because the Rams were always, their heart was always connected to Los Angeles. Los Angeles is one of those cities. If you win, you will make thousands upon thousands of dollars. If you lose, you will lose thousands upon thousands of dollars. Because there's a lot to do out in Southern California. Too much to do. You can go to the beach, right? Go to the beach, you can go there and play volleyball, you can go there and run, you can go there and walk, you can go there and surf, you can just go there and be a beach bum and just hang out and just look at people and talk about people like what I used to do. I would hang out. I would go to the beach in San Diego and I would just go there and run, right? Hang out and talk to people and stuff like that. The beach is cool, right? It was just a cool life to have. You're just hanging out with people, acting. You can act goofy. You can act any way you want to act, but you just go there and hang out. It's a lot to do, and even if a team is winning, it's still better to go to the beach than to go to the football game. Let me tell you. But Arizona 21. It's the beginning of the third quarter. Arizona 21. Phoenix. I'm sorry. Arizona Cardinals 21, St. Louis or the Las Vegas Raiders 14. So what is that? 8. That's 38 points. That's 38 points. We're going to go over. Excuse me. We're gonna go over. Gardner Minshew, he's at quarterback for the Cardinals. You know he's going to score, right? Guys, we don't have to make things complicated. When you come to my site, right, with the gambling, sports gambling, gaming and whatnot, every now and again we'll talk about issues and stuff like that goes on. But for the most part, please don't mistake the name. It's Cityballers.com, and what we do is sports. That's what we do from the beginning, and that's what we do all the way to the end. So we're going to talk sports no matter what. I have the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders on the front because all week I've been whining and crying like a baby, telling you guys, warning you, reminding you, hey, this game is going to be played. Take the over. Take the over. Take the over. A lot of you guys did. A lot of you guys did because I've got some emails and some calls and whatnot. And guys go, yeah, I'm all over that one. But for you guys that told me to go fuck myself, basically because of some of the issues that I stand on, I get it. It's okay. It's all right. Hey, you know what? It's another thing too, like that I want to touch on tonight. Um, what is that? It's trans people in sports. And I guess the lady that's with the Fevers, the basketball player, the bad girl, the blonde chick that likes to fight and stuff, she's actually kind of cool, but I don't know if she's ready for that because once you take the position as the bad girl, you got to be like Bill Lang Beer and not give a fuck about anything. But that being said, she stood up for the gals, WNBA, which I think she should have, and it really shouldn't even be an issue. I did look up and see if there were any men who were formerly men who are women now playing in the WNBA. The answer came back no. Right? I put that in AI. AI says no. So I don't even know what the problem is, but it's a good thing that she says it. And you kind of have to stand on that because if you don't, some of these fucking weirdos out here will try to get some of these guys that used to be, or some of these chicks that used to be, well, some of these, I don't even think you should be called a chick, right? But some of these guys, or some of these, yeah, some of these guys, or some of these females that used to be men, now that they're women, they're trying to sneak into sports. Nope. Hell no. Right? That's crazy. And now they're trying to make it like, oh, well. I noticed the game that a lot of like Fox and stuff, they play these games and they go, yeah, well, Sophie stood up. First of all, Sophie shouldn't have to do that. Sophie should only have to worry about keeping the goons off her players and being a goon herself. I actually like her. She's cool, right? But she needs to worry about playing basketball. But guess what? She knows deep down inside that some of these liberal fucks is gonna sell her out, right? And gonna have some man out there playing. You can't you can't let that happen, right? We can't sit by and let that happen. Because I used to think I was liberal. And I'm still liberal to an extent. But I used to think I was liberal until I moved out west here. Once I got out to California, I found that I am not fucking liberal. I'm not. I thought I was. And a lot of people think that they're liberal coming back from like Detroit, back east that way and stuff like that. You think you're liberal. But then you come out to California, you find out you're not liberal, right? And it's not a bad thing, right? Either way, right? It's not bad. It's not a bad word to be a conservative. It's not a bad word to be a liberal. But let's just use common sense, right? Whatever you do in life, just use common sense. That's the only thing that what we as Americans ask, right? But when you start getting stupid, knowing that this guy is no longer a guy, he's a chick now. He still got that muscle twitch, right? It's faster than the females. And you let him play sports with a female? Absolutely not. Well, how about we let him lift weights? That way they won't have to come in the Nope. Don't even try it. Don't even fake it, right? Because you have them lifting weights. We had one guy taught all them guys a lesson. He was a straight guy because one guy came and he switched over. He was he transitioned over to a female, broke a record. So we had a guy from Canada come in, big manly guy, but he's smart. And he goes, okay, I know what you're trying to do, you little fucker. You're trying to break records because you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it with guys like me around and my buddies. Now you just want to chicken out and go sign up. And since you transitioned over, you'll do it the easy way. So here's what that one guy did. He went and he registered himself as a female bodybuilder or a female weightlifter. So when he did that, he's from Canada because both of them was from Canada. He ended up breaking the trannies guy's record, right? He ended up breaking the trannies guy's record. And everybody's like, that's not fair. No, bullshit. It's good. It's good. No, it's good. He's not a real tranny, right? He just registered himself as a female bodybuilder, right? Or a female weightlifter. Just to get in that sport and squash this guy, because that's all he did, right? He got in there and crushed his record, and then he left. Because now the tranny's record has been squashed. And watch this, guys. Why did the tranny cry and whine like a little fucking baby? Why? Dude, you're a male. I mean, I get what you want to do. You want to transition over. No one cares. Dude, that's up to you. That's totally up to you. You want to transition over to a woman, that's fine. Hey, it's a lot of people who support you, right? But now when you start going into uncharted waters, saying, "Oh, well, since I'm a woman now, I want to go over and enroll in lady sports, weightlifting," and then you go over there and then you break all those different records, and then a real man comes over there and for a joke, he goes, "You know what? I'm gonna register as a female," and then he breaks your record. And then you whine and you cry about it like a baby. Shut the fuck up. Makes me wonder why you transitioned in the first place. Now, that can be up for debate. That's another conversation. But no, Sophie, the lady who is playing with the Fever, speaking up for the gals, absolutely she should. And others should too. Because no man should be trying to play basketball, even though you've trans over to a woman. No man should be trying to transition over to a woman to transition over to a woman, and then you go play basketball with a bunch of women. But you're truly a man, right? You're truly a man. So, I mean, here's the deal. I got a daughter, she's playing girls basketball, and then she's playing against some guy who's transitioned over to a female, and he's playing basketball, and he fouls my daughter, pretty much tosses her around the damn basketball court, and then he calls himself getting pissed off and wanting to fight her. Now you got a serious problem because I'm going to come out of the stands, right? And a lot of other men are going to come out of the stands. If I'm not there, it's going to be some men that's going to come out of the stands and will beat the living crap out of the guy who's transitioned to a woman because they know that technically he's still a man. He still has that muscle twitch of a man. So he's technically still should not be playing sports with a female. Shouldn't even be fighting a female. gets into a fight with a female, guys like me gonna come out there and defend my daughter's honor, beat the crap out of him. Somebody's gonna say, hey, that guy is beating the crap out of another female. When in actuality, they don't know that that guy ain't a guy. I mean, that female is not a female, it's actually a guy. So now you got all hell breaking loose on the basketball court, which before all of that starts, get this under control. This shouldn't even be an issue, right? Arizona Cardinals 24. Las Vegas Raiders 4. What is that? 8. That's 38 points now, guys. Has that officially went over? I think today they made it go up to, I think they took it up to like 42. It's still going to go over. It doesn't matter. Arizona 24, Vegas 14 together. What's the over? 838. So 38 points. Trust me, it will go over. It'll probably even make 50. Let's look at the scoreboard here. I'm sure you guys with me on that. Give me a thumbs up, man. If you guys agree with me, give me a thumbs up on that. Do you want to see your daughter out there playing next to a guy? Right? Or that used to be a guy? I know I don't. That's nasty, right? That's just Pittsburgh 21, Green Bay 9. What is this? Detroit 6, Cincinnati 16. Well, Cincinnati feels good because having Joe Burrow in there put them up, right? So they put them up maybe about 10. What is it? 10? This is absolutely insane. You had Burrow out there taking a sack. Insane. But I don't know if a lot of you guys saw that or whatever. It's terrible. What is this? Gamecast. Let's go to this Detroit game. Detroit 6. They've got the ball. What is the spread on that one? Cincinnati +6. So now, watch this, guys. And here's why you don't bet on games like this. Because if you're not really taking the under-over, you know they're not going to go over. And I told you they weren't going to go over. I think the over was like 30-something. So right now, these guys are at what, 26? No. Yeah, they're at 22. So what happens is like 5 minutes left. The Lions are going to try to play situational ball. So what I mean by situational ball, they're going to practice like this quarterback has the ball and he's got to drive and make a touchdown for the Lions as if this was a regular season game, right? So when it gets low like that, that's what it pretty much comes down to. So the Lions, whoever they are, they're coaching and the quarterback, they're gonna work it. And they're gonna just try to work on this as if this is actually happening in the game. Not to win the game, but to, just a situational thing, right? So that's why you don't, because once it gets down this low, the Lions don't really give a shit. They can probably even score a field goal into them as long as the quarterback got them down to a certain part of the field. It's a win for the quarterback, win for the coaching staff who calls the right play. So right now it's Detroit, 3rd and 1, right? 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They definitely not going over, but they're not going to go over in this game, but the Lions are they're playing situational ball. So just in case, this guy, whoever this quarterback is trying, and he's gotten the first down, right? So he's not trying to win the game. He's not trying to score a touchdown per se. He wants to try to score a touchdown first, score a field goal second, just to try to make the team and do what the coaches tell him to do. So that's why you don't bet on games like that. Boom. Let's see. Let's move on. 2nd and 12 for the Lions. New England, Indianapolis. Ooh, excuse me. I said that game will go over. I don't think it will. You never know. But I definitely said Arizona would. And I said that Tennessee would go over. Tennessee and San Francisco. And right now it's Tennessee 7, San Francisco 0. But it's 2nd and goal at Tennessee's 5. Look for them to score, right? That game should go over. Outside of that, guys, you're not gonna have too much of any games going over tonight. They may have a couple more tomorrow, but for the most part, I can pretty much guarantee you'll have more games going over than under this week. The last week of football, NFL football, you won't have too much of any games going over. Pretty much all of them, maybe one or two of them will go over, but pretty much most of them will go under because that's that last week. Nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody has anything to prove except one fucker who's trying to make the team, who probably may make it, and he may be that guy that pushed the game over. So it won't be that many, right? So that's what we're looking at. Baseball, I did look at some baseball. I looked around at baseball and I said if I was gonna take anything, and I did. I took a ticket, and I took let me go to it. I went to Minnesota and Philadelphia, and I was wrong. Well, one of them, I took Minnesota to win, but that ain't gonna happen. But in another one, I took Minnesota to get a nerfy. Not a nerfy, or pretty much like no run. Oh, wait, under 1.5 runs scored in the first inning. And let's see, did they? Ooh, shit. Yeah, no, I lost that one. Philadelphia actually scored 2 runs in the first inning. Ain't that a bitch? Oh well, whatever. You say, Ron, why would you take that? Why would you take a nerfy? Because um, Philadelphia has Nola, right? Nola's average compared to like when he's going up against Minnesota's pitcher, which was what's his name? I forget his name, but hell, Minnesota's terrible, right? Minnesota is out of there. They're not gonna try to make a run towards the playoffs because if you're gonna play guys like Philadelphia, you gotta win. You gotta win, guys. You have to win those games, or you have to put up a fight. But it's in Minnesota. It's Philadelphia 7, Minnesota 1. Who's their pitcher? I forgot. What's Adams? Oh no, Bradley. T.J. Bradley. He only got 3 strikeouts, and I was at least looking for him to make at least 4. So you see what I mean? When you got a guys like T.J. Bradley, who's a strikeout pitcher, who's a pretty good pitcher, and you playing the Phillies, this is playoff baseball right here. And you can't beat Philadelphia. You can't even muster up a couple of points. Nola is a good pitcher, but when you just go up against the average team, Nola is only average. But going up against guys like Minnesota, he looks like a juggernaut. Let me see what he. Holy fuck, I'm right. Nola. Remember what I said, guys. The other night he played somebody, struggled and got 4 strikeouts. One other game he struggled and got 5 strikeouts. Nola. Nola is not like he was 3 or 4 years ago, granted, right? But against the average team, or against good teams like the Dodgers, he's kind of almost like below average, right? But against he'll struggle to strike out about 3 or 4. But playing against Minnesota, This guy is like Tom Seaver. He struck out 9 tonight. I can't remember the last time Nola struck out 9. He only allowed 5 hits, struck out 9. See what I mean? Oh my God. Schwarber hit 2 home runs. Minnesota's just garbage. Sorry. My daughter just came back from Minnesota. I started to ask her to bring me a Minnesota Twins hat back, but something told me being a Tiger fan, don't even fake it. Hell, Philadelphia's not that much better. I mean, what? 4, 5, 6. They're like 6 games over 500. And Minnesota's 2 games under 500. So they in the same area, right? So why are you getting the crap beat out of you like that? Why are you letting Nola strike out 9? Let me see when Nola played the Tigers. I guarantee you he didn't strike out 9 Tigers. Fucking guarantee you that. Come on, Nola. Let me see what you got. Recent games. Nola. Okay, Nola played the Tigers, destroyed them 10-2. He only pitched 10 innings. He only gave up 3 hits. How many did he strike out? He struck out 8. I can't fucking talk. I mean, he pretty much did the same to the Tigers. He struck out 8. Let me see if he played the Tigers twice. No, that's right. They're in the National League. Only gonna play him once. Man, I can't talk. He only did the Tigers he did the Tigers like that. Nola's still good though, guys. Nola's still good. Nola, Wheeler, Sanchez. They've got guys out there that can play. I got one person that's on here, and I feel like a piece of crap. I can't even get one like, one thumbs up. You can't even give me one like. Ah, oh my God. You working me. You killing me. All right, what am I talking now? So we've done sports. We've done gambling. Nolan Wales. Hey guys, you know what? Another thing about the Nolan Wales deal, what kind of like is like disturbing to me, which I don't think that there's a problem, but you never know. Nolan Wales' mother still has Nolan Wales' phone, right? And I guess the state wants it, but what the fuck are they gonna say? Because they doing a shitty job as well, right? So now the state of Mississippi is in a no-win situation. What are you gonna say to a grieving mother who's got the son's phone? I know if it's the state of New York or if it's like Michigan or if it's Georgia, Mississippi, like Memphis, they're gonna get that damn phone, right? Big cities, they're gonna get that phone. Detroit, I know for a fact, Detroit will be like, okay, yeah, you're grieving moms, but we need that phone, and you need to bring that back down here. Because you don't know what else is on that phone. We don't know. Maybe she's trying to hide something, right? You think she's trying to hide something? Maybe not, but you don't know that, right? This whole thing with Mississippi is a mess. It's horrible. It's terrible. Cause I just sat back and I thought about it, right? Cause I deal with facts, man, and I'm like, damn, they was like, well, Ron, she didn't give up the phone. I'm like, no shit, she hasn't. They go, no, she hasn't given up that phone. And then the first thing I thought about was the kid Javon, right? Is he in this shit? Everything will creep through your mind when stuff is happening. You go, man, is this happening? Is that happening? Because I was like, man, I did think Javon was guilty at first. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because Javon was the first one that got on TV and said, "Well, why would I don't see why the cops would have to talk to me?" And I was like, "Okay, you number one suspect on my list, right?" So was Javon involved with them guys? Them guys definitely was in there doing something. But was Javon with him? Now moms want to keep him out of it. You can't do that shit, man. Or mom's just trying to keep. I don't know. You don't know, but that's why when you have law and order, it does not work like that. You'll have all kind of shit going on. And at the end of the day, you'll be trying to say, well, I mean, they'll be saying, well, you're this and you're that. No, I'm not saying nothing because you should follow protocol. Proper police protocol. Proper police protocol has not been followed. They haven't followed it. Haven't followed it, right? Because like I said, that's why you have the first 48 hours, right? That's why first 48 hours, you get all these, you make all the arrests and all whatever you can, right? That's what you do during the first 48 hours. Because after the first 48 hours, guys, evidence just like dissipates, man. That shit just go away, get washed away, flushed down the toilet, burned up, God knows what else. So it's always in the first 48 hours. So I tell you what, man, Mississippi is pitiful. Is sorry. Because once I found out that the mother still has her phone, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Right? Why does she still have her phone? And then I'm going, and then again, what is the state of Mississippi gonna say to her? Because they losing terribly something bad, right? But law and order, man. What are motherfuckers? I forgot who they was saying. You guys, you think stuff happens on TV how it happens, but that's not how it happens. Bullshit, bullshit. I get that it doesn't happen fast, right? But sometimes it does. Sometimes the wheels of justice move very fast, especially when law and order is in effect, right? I don't know what the fuck is going on in in Mississippi. Right away, when that kid washed up on the beach, I thought the cops were there asking questions. Asking questions like, who's the last people he was with? Who's the last girl he was with? Who fucking hates this guy? Who, you know what I mean? Who has this guy gotten into it with somebody lately? Right? Well, he was yelling and screaming with somebody on the beach. Who? The motherfucker just got his phone. Oh, who is that? So and so. Okay, let's go over to his house. Let's go over to Wyatt's or Warren, whoever's got his phone. Hey man, you got his phone? Yeah, I got it right here. Hey man, what you doing with his phone? I heard that he was asking for his phone back. Yeah, he was. All right, you under arrest. Come on, man, let's go. Let's fucking go. His mother crying, you can't do that. Look, get out the way before I bring your ass in for obstruction of justice. Right? Haul his ass down to down to jail, and he starts fucking talking because he's under arrest. He's young. You saw them young kids. They don't know what they doing. Like every time they give an interview, they digging themselves deeper and deeper, deeper into a hole, right? They said something crazy today, and I was just looking, and I'm like, why would he say that, right? So, these guys start asking, answering questions. That if proper procedure is followed, you've got the murderer. You solved that case within 48 hours, guaranteed. But it wasn't. Shit. The, what the attorney, well, not the attorney, but the governor says it doesn't look like this is any foul play. Well, last I checked, you're a governor, right? If you're a governor, this is out of your area. Shut the fuck up and do governor work, not police work. That's why you hire police, so police can do real good police work. Them guys ain't doing no police work. Fuck, they're not even doing donut police work. Sitting down with donuts will get you motivated to solve this case. You guys know what I mean. Mississippi is different because most cops, they pride themselves on being a cop, right? Most guys pride themselves on being a cop. You got bad cops out there, but for the most part, you got cops out there that care about being police and doing good police work. And they're out there, right? But for the most part, the first thing we think about, no good police work, police racist, police corrupt, right? But it's not always like that, right? It's not always like that. And if it was always like that, a lot of people wouldn't be so quick to call the cops when there's a problem, right? And they found that shit out real quick when they wanted to defund the cops in Minnesota and these other cities, right? Not every police officer is bad, guys. But in the case down there in Mississippi, fuck, I don't know what the hell. What's that all about? Final score: Cincinnati 16, Detroit 14. If you took the Lions +6, you won. If you took the game to go over, you lost. If you took the game to go under, you won. Congratulations. I'm tired of talking about this Nolan Wells. Not that I am tired of the situation. I would hope that situation gets itself worked out. It's too long. They've got the young lady, Aubrey Wyatt, that needs justice as well. I hope all of that gets worked out. But right now, I'm going to move off of that and get back onto some football really fast. Let's find out the score, guys, on this football game. What did I tell you? And I told you guys that. The Arizona Cardinals 27, the Vegas Raiders 14. Excuse me, what is that, 42? Yeah. Wait. What the hell? Yeah. No. That's 41. Yeah. That's actually 41. So that's over. But I told you guys that. Right? I told you guys that this game would go over, and a lot of you guys are starting to leave because you're probably getting sick and tired of hearing me saying I told you so. But I'm just trying to get you guys ready for the regular season. And because I'm going to give you some games. I'm going to give you some good games. And I'm going to give you some scores. And I'm going to give you some good overs and unders. When I give it to you and I'm that adamant about it, use it, take it. Use it and take it, because that means because when I kept seeing that game, Arizona and Vegas, I'm like, oh my God, this game is going over. Holy shit. And what did it do? It went over, 41 points. Originally throughout the week, I think I got it at 30, over at 38. Yeah. Low key, I think that Pittsburgh game went over. Did it go over? No, it didn't. Well, I don't know. It might have. If it's 36, it did. Um, Indianapolis and New England, that's not going to go over. It's what? 7-13. Not unless they play situational ball at the end. I guess that's what the Lions did. So, what happened with the Lions? Lions ended up scoring 8 points at the end. Sweet Jesus. So they scored a touchdown and an extra point, or a 2 point conversion. So that's what they were trying to do. They were playing situational ball. They still didn't go over. They got 30, right? But they still didn't go over, but whatever. They were playing situational ball. And normally that's what'll happen. Hey guys, I think I'm finished because I don't have anything else to talk about. Nobody's. I mean, come on, man. I got this one person on here that's hanging out with me, and you don't even want to give me a thumbs up. So, me and you are gonna have a talk, a serious talk. You're not even my top fan. What are you doing? Yeah, maybe it's somebody that's probably pissed off at me. I don't care. I don't care. But you listening, so you might as well give me a thumbs up on it. But you're gonna be hardcore. And you're gonna fight the power, and you're gonna say, "I'm mad at that asshole. Fuck him. He gets shit for me." Yeah, okay, that's how that goes. But I guess I'll get it once my numbers start going up. But by that point, I won't even need it, will I? From you, you probably will give it to me because I don't need it. Yep. And then you'll probably say good things about, oh, this guy's a good guy. Right now, you probably say, this is this stupid fuck. He's got nobody listen to him. Well, you're listening to me. He's got nobody listening to him, and he's steady talking shit. Yeah, but guess what? You're listening to me. But then again, you might not even be saying that. You might not even know me. You saw that title, RonBoy versus Vegas, and you was like, hell yeah, what does he got? So it's okay, stay with me. I'll get with you tomorrow and we'll talk about more stuff. We'll talk about sports. We're going to keep these dudes out of playing basketball. That's going to work. No men should be playing basketball with a female. That should never happen, should it? That should never ever happen. Um, Dorkville stuff, because I'm a dork, guys. I love Marvel. I've been watching Marvel since I was a kid. Love Marvel. I hate DC. DC is stupid. Spider Man, Batman, Wonder Woman. I can't do that. You don't have any. See with DC, you don't have any variety there. You got Batman. He's rich, right? He's got a butler, right? Wonder Woman. She's rich because she's been alive forever and she's strong. Somewhere down the line, she's beating the fuck out of somebody and took some money and just let the shit gain interest. Superman, he's white. All these people, they the same. They all white, right? Superman is rich. They try to act like he's not rich in this show and whatever. But I'm like, bullshit, dude. You're the strongest man on the world. Why you want to perpetrate and be poor? Somewhere you're not living a poor life. If you do, then something's wrong with you. But pretty much, like now watch this. You go to Marvel, you got Peter Parker. He's white, but he's always got problems. I mean, this dude is a winner for the most part, but his life is kind of almost like a loser. Peter kind of gets fucked over a lot, right? I mean, he wins some, he loses some. His he started off losing with his uncle dying, Uncle Ben, right? So Spidey doesn't have a quote unquote Good Life or Butler and whatnot. No. The X-Men. The X-Men, what the fuck is this all about? The X-Men is pretty much like, blacks in society. Like, they treat mutants like crap because they're different, right? That's black people. Then I'm looking at this with the X-Men, they've been putting a lot of Namor in it because Namor is a mutant, and Namor has always been a mutant, the Submariner. But they've never really had him too much in with the X-Men. Namor used to always hang out on his own, but they got Namor in it. They got Cyclops standing over it. Professor X's man. Marvel's always got all kind of stuff going on. Scarlet Witch is flipping out. These guys, they got like problems and stuff. Like, you got the Dark Phoenix. You got people just flipping out. Guys losing their mind. That's Marvel. They just lose their mind. Okay. Whoever this was didn't like Marvel. They don't like Marvel. They just like sports or whatever. And I'm with you. I'm down. I am out of here. Love, peace, and hair grease. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See you later.